This marks humanity's first discovery of a two-dimensional world. Although seemingly ordinary, it is fraught with hidden dangers. When three-dimensional beings enter, they are instantly folded into a flat plane. A few hours ago, the Orville experienced violent shaking, followed by distortions at the ship's edge, causing the quantum drive to fail. Engineers analyzed the surrounding spatial anomalies, suggesting that the ship might have collided with the edge of space. The collision directly damaged the quantum engines, requiring some time for repairs. At this moment, an alien spacecraft appeared before them. The captain warned the other party to immediately change course and avoid the spatial anomaly, but they stubbornly proceeded and were soon compressed into a card-like shape, only to be stretched back out upon reappearing. After scanning, the crew discovered that the alien ship no longer had any life signs. A few crew members piloted a shuttle to land, only to find that the aliens had already lost their lives. On the other hand, the engineers calculated that the spatial anomaly could potentially be a gateway to a two-dimensional world, explaining why the alien ship was compressed into a plane when passing through. The aliens' body cells also underwent compression, and although their appearance was restored upon returning to the three-dimensional world, they had lost their vitality, resulting in death. At this point, the crew detected 3 Krill battleships rapidly approaching, likely in pursuit of the alien spacecraft. If discovered, it would directly trigger a war. But with the quantum engines still under repair, the Orville was no match for them. David suggested hiding in the two-dimensional world until the Krill battleships departed. However, entering the two-dimensional world was equivalent to a death sentence. It turns out that David had a plan all along. Although the engines could not initiate quantum drive, they could generate a quantum bubble on the ship's surface, sufficient to maintain the ship's three-dimensional structure upon entry. The engineers agreed that it was theoretically feasible. Left with no choice, the captain ordered the ship to generate a bubble and directly enter the two-dimensional space. The Krill battleships followed closely behind but failed to detect them. Upon entering, the magnificent sight before them left everyone in awe. This was a two-dimensional world never before witnessed by humanity. The two-dimensional life forms before them were remarkably active. However, danger soon arrived unexpectedly. The bubble suddenly fluctuated, causing the ship's tailwing to be directly compressed into a plane. It turned out that the quantum bubble was gradually decaying. The captain ordered an immediate return to three-dimensional space, but the spatial gateway had already closed. The crew scanned and detected a spatial rift 4,000 kilometers away, which could be used to escape. However, with the quantum engines still under repair, there was no way to travel that far. David suggested using the shuttle to release a tractor beam and tow the ship forward. The captain decided to take action together with David. As soon as the shuttle left the ship, it was instantly flattened but could maintain normal flight. It turned out that they had previously generated a stable quantum bubble in the shuttle's cockpit. The two remained unharmed, but when the towing distance was only halfway, the shuttle's quantum bubble also began to destabilize. The two were directly distorted by the immense pressure. Seeing that the bubble was about to rupture, the captain began to advance at full speed, successfully towing the Orville back into three-dimensional space. David, due to his outstanding performance, was promoted to the main control room supervisor. The Orville once again embarked on an adventurous journey,